Well guys, this is Dama.82 and we are back in From the Depths Designer because I wanted to do a quick showcase for you guys. First off, I wanted to start with this little plane here. If you guys watched my 10-part Corollas Rex build series, you probably know what this is already, but this is just a little spotter plane that I developed. The No Bullets Fly. It's just meant to help spot targets. That's why it's got this nice little sensor package down here. Very, very cheap little plane. Less than 3K, RTG powered, max speed of 445 meters a second, flying an altitude of 400 meters. Basically, its job is to circle the enemy at about 2 kilometers and just provide targeting data. I have no weapon systems on this thing, and I tried to give it as small a radar signature and as small a IR signature as I could while trying to keep the look. So yeah, this is going to be the spotter plane for this guy over here, the Corollas Rex Mark II. If you've seen any of my early stuff on Twitch, I had a super battleship by the name of Corollas Rex, and I wanted to see if I could improve upon the design. And, well, this is what I came up with. So let's just start with the bow of the ship here. It has, well, Rizzle's missiles once again, because they just seem pretty good for about everything nowadays. I think that's supposed to be good. Turning thruster there. I don't know how that changed. Anyway, sit back over it. And down here, we have some regular torpedoes. Regular in, well, the only main difference of these torpedoes is that they're remote guided and they use thumper heads. The reason being is that there are some targets out there that are going to be using decoys. And this is hopefully going to get us some ordnance on target when we have issues with decoys. Such as the Deer, and I think there's also some other Steel Rider ships that use those. So yeah, these, the reason why I put the thumper head on them is so they will be less likely to be taken up by a LAM system. And a little further back, we have just some regular sonar torpedoes. Basically box standard, how I usually do it: 5 explosive warheads, regular ballast tank, 1 turn, APN guidance. These will just pop out of the bottom of the ship and just go do whatever. I do have torpedo interceptors to the front and back of the ship. Very, very good torpedo interceptors. They'll go out and seek targets at about 1,000 meters. And she needed a whole bunch of propellers to keep her floating, right? But it has roughly the same kind of engine system I use for a lot of my larger ships, where it has a smaller, more efficient engine to handle movement out of combat, and when it's in combat, this engine will be used to charge batteries. So there are 2 Emerald engines up here. I believe these ones produce about 10k power. Yeah. And over here we have some anti-aircraft missiles. These are meant to be just very, very fast missiles. And the turning thruster is to help them get on target a little faster. APN and target prediction to help with faster targets. And of course we have Heistmeister's world famous CWIS system, the 400mm rail assisted flak CWIS. Of course, it's a belt blaster. Let's see here. Rate of 220. Yeah, this thing is going to spit out a lot of flak. It does pretty good against aircraft as well. So yeah, it does pull double duty. Over here we have the secondary guns. They fire a combination of 200mm 1 meter long shells, which are it's going to be shooting at either a timed flak round or a inertial fragmentation round. And it does this about, well, as you can see here, it's about 62 RPM. And there's not a whole lot to these turrets here. They're just like direct input feed directly into the autoloaders. And they're pretty much all the same. Basically, they're meant to act as dual-purpose anti-air and anti-smaller craft. Try to pick off the smaller targets. So moving on, we have a 2-axis laser system back here. This here will be used for taking out small, fast craft, and it can do a surprising amount of damage to larger ones too. This is all just mimicked over because I've said this time and time again. I hate the way that the laser barrels look in this, so I always like just mimic over them with like cram barrels, try to make them look nicer. I might redo the turret at some point. I don't know yet. I know it's kind of ugly. It's a lot better than the original one I had, trust me. We, of course, have all these 40mm simple weapon guns here. Nothing really too special about them. Mostly I just kind of add those for aesthetics, and the fact that they could shoot at stuff is just kind of a boon. So why the hell not have them? Yeah, we got some 40mm up here on top of this turret. And this CWIS turret back here, this is from the Whiplash flak tank. A tank that I developed for me and Heistmeister's co-op of Ashes of the Empire. Does double duty shooting down missiles and aircraft. Has done very well in testing. And is surprisingly compact. Let me show you. It fits in a 9x9x3 and will easily fit into a tank chassis. And of course it is rail assisted, so then that way we can try to get a bit more accuracy out of the gun. So now for the real star of the show, the Mark II's main guns. These I developed on camera in part 1 of my Corollas Rex build series. And yeah, pretty compact. I try to make use of all the space down here. Crazy, I still keep finding little places where that isn't. Anyway. Down here, we have ejectors. So this ship can take a direct hit to her turret, and well, it will make a big old swimming pool whenever it the turret detonates, because that turret will not detonate, trust me. So yeah, let's have a look at the shell. It's right here. It is a 8-meter long, 500mm round, 475 meters a second. Kinetic damage of about 46,000. Armor pierce of 11.8. Lots of explosive damage. Pen depth fuse. And the emergency ejection fuse. If the turret takes a hit, it'll just spit those shells out and they won't even detonate. Really nice to have. So yeah, this thing is built to withstand catastrophic blowouts. And they are rail assisted. The main guns, I mean. Just so we can get a bit more accuracy without needing ginormous noodle barrels, because I absolutely hate noodle barrels. Now you're probably wondering why I got all this ammo down here. Well, funny thing about this version of From the Depths is if these ammo blocks get taken out, it does not go through 1 meter of metal armor. Which means that if you have like little bulkheads in between these little ammo storages here, then it'll only take out one storage and it'll pretty much leave the rest of the ship alone. And the reason why I got this down here below all this other crap is to force enemy craft to fire at targets below the waterline. This is important because it's going to make them a hell of a lot harder to hit. And on top of that, it's going to have about, say 4 layers of butterfly shields to get through to even hit the hull to begin with. So yeah, I think this is pretty well protected. You know, we got just a little bit of laser protection in here. Of course, the shields are set up to switch over to laser absorbing whenever a laser attack happens. And here we got some engines that were highly recommended by Existence. He says he uses them a lot in his big capital ships. I managed to fit 2 of them in, actually 6 of them in here. And the combined total of this ship's power output is 132,000 power. And with the Emerald engines up here, I kind of just did what I always do with large ships. Is I have it use more efficient engines out of combat, and when it goes into combat, it uses the more efficient engines to charge the batteries, because since all the main guns are rail assisted, it's going to be constantly chewing through battery power. So it's going to keep the engine running a lot. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a peek at that. At some point, I will be releasing this onto the Steam Workshop, so keep an eye out for it. And when it comes out, you'll get a chance to play with it too. Also, this little bit back here, this is just where that spotter plane is supposed to launch from. I kind of got the idea from a USS West Virginia. Anyway, I think I'm done with my showing off spiel for now, so let's go ahead and get back into the campaign. But just in case, I think I might have made a few changes. Well, recording that. Okay. And we'll go back to the main menu here. Alright, so let's load the campaign back up. I don't know if I'll be able to get that thing spawned in on this recording session, because that thing is ginormous and it will take like forever to get completely loaded in. I think... Yeah, let's just have both these fleets go after these guys right here. We'll put the Kingdom Comes towards the top. I kind of want the Shirayama, this one down at the bottom, because it's still damaged a bit. There we go. Alright, let's see here. We'll put you over here. And we'll put you over here. Oh. Okay, well, we'll put you there then. Primo Victoria. You'll probably be fine right there. Last man standing. I think I want you over there because this is like really shallow. Kingdom Come. I think we'll go ahead and spawn on that. Okay. I think we are ready. Let's do this. God, look at all these missiles. It's crazy. That thing's already AI dead. I'm sure this one will follow suit here very soon. Ooh, EMP right up the butt. Oh, just shredded that poor thing. Very nice. Now we got a Scorpion and Tesla to contend with. We EMP'd the hell out of that thing. It's just eating big missile after big missile. Here comes some big ass torpedoes too. Ooh. Goodbye. He didn't last too long, did he? Alright. Gonna go ahead and pull all and start repairs. And I think I'm gonna get here on the midway. And I'm gonna try spawning in a Corollas Rex Mark II. Gonna pull all there. Alright, we got that thing building. Oh, this is interesting.
Listening, moving out. Moving out. Listening.
Let's see here. What is in this fleet? A terawatt? Eh.
Listening. Listening, moving out.
We got our Masters of the Wind out there.
Receiving. Moving now.
Receiving. Moving.
Listening.
It looks like they're trying to move new fleets down here.
Receiving. Moving now.
No, I just want to move that ship, not the whole frickin' formation.
Moving now. Moving now. Moving now. Moving now. Listening. Listening.
Come on.
Moving out.
Come on. There we go.
Listening.
Alright, we'll just hop into one of these. Begin the battle. I'm probably going to have to wrap it up after this battle, though, or at least this video. The airships do have smoke deployers equipped, so I think they'll probably do okay here. Ooh. It's taking some big old missiles. And this thing still has torpedoes to look forward to. Seems like it's having a pretty rough time on with the rough seas like this. Look at all that blood confetti, holy shit. And all the bits and such falling off, crazy. Ooh, head sheet combo. Oh, cram cannons actually hit that time. I'm surprised the thing hasn't died yet. It's still got shielding up, holy crap. Ooh. More blood confetti. I think it just took another cram there. And another big missile. There we go, 2 damaged. Yeah, we didn't take any damage from those packs at all. That's great.
Listening. Moving out. Listening. Moving out. Moving out. Listening. Moving out.
Alright guys, well I'm afraid I'm going to have to wrap up the video there. This has been Dama.Gate2, part 76 of my Let's Play for Quest for Neater and From the Depths 2.4.9. Y'all have yourselves a hell of a day, and keep your hammer high. Later.